A unique multimedia exhibit is now showing at the Art Gallery of Swift Current. We find out more in this report. 2017 has been a big year for shining the spotlight on arts and culture in conjunction with Canada's 150. The Art Gallery of Swift Current's latest installment is showcasing the work of Regina artist Heather Cline. Quiet Stories from Canadian Places is a culmination of Cline's work over the past 10 years as she visited 7 communities across Canada, collecting stories from local residents. The exhibition consists of over 60 paintings intertwined with audio stories of the individuals she interviewed, creating a mixed medium for the senses.
The paintings are created with a combination of thicker, opaque paint that you can't see through, mixed with transparent layers. And they're really heavily layered. So sometimes there's 10, 20 layers of paint that allow the light to travel through and bounce back and shift how you're seeing the painting depending on what angle you're looking at the painting from. The audio is extracted from the interview and then heavily edited to make it a short enough soundbite that I hope gallery viewers will listen to the whole story. And then I also got to combine the different stories together in a way to kind of create a storyline or a story arc. There are audio stories that go with a particular painting. There are collections of audio stories that relate to a group of paintings. And then there are standalone audio works where you can walk underneath a motion detector and it starts playing an audio piece on a speaker that shares a collection of stories with you.
A unique exhibition which has captured the attention of gallery viewers, bringing some back on several occasions.
And what I see here is a variety of scenes which in many cases, you drive down the highway or you're walking out in the country, you would take these scenes for granted. And yet they are part of our Canadian story, our everyday life. This is what's happening at that moment in time, at that location in our country. And I think Heather's really captured some of these things that we take for granted. Fabulous exhibit.
And as Heather Cline's exhibition continues to attract visitors to the Art Gallery of Swift Current in the coming weeks, she hopes people will get a better appreciation for the arts and take the time to envelop themselves in the experience.
It's important for me to create an experience where people are engaged in active viewing. Often when people come to art galleries, they do what I call, it's almost like going for drive-through. They do a walk through the gallery and they're out the door. Part of this project was trying to think about how to slow down how people engage with artwork through that multiple experience of audio and visual.
Cline's work is also expanded to the classroom by engaging youth in the art world through one-on-one discussions with the artist to actual assignments in the classroom.
And kind of recognize the idea that Canadian voice isn't just one thing. And Canadian voice, as it appears in narratives and stories, isn't confined to just published authors. There's a chance for us as both learners, teachers, and writers to probably take more of our own lives and put it into our writing, and as well to consider how an artist like Heather Cline is able to bring across mediums or cross mediums for the sake of really conveying what Canada means to her and what it means to other people.
An outreach program, which the Art Gallery of Swift Current plans to expand on, not just for students, but the general population.
The art gallery, with their participating artists and others, are making materials that actually can stand alone and be used in an electronic form, and so people will now be able to go to our Gallery of Swift Current website, for example, and gain real content there. It's not instead of coming to the art gallery. I mean, seeing real art live is a very special experience. But in fact, there's lots to be experienced in the online environment, and so I think we're going to make more and more content.
Quiet Stories from Canadian Places is on exhibit at the Art Gallery of Swift Current through December 30th, before moving on to its next showing at the Dunlop Gallery in Regina.